Hello friends, and welcome to Pediatric Flow. I'm Jolene, a doctor-prepared dual board certified pediatric nurse practitioner, and I'm so glad you're here today. Usually I talk about leadership, nursing, education, or things that are happening in pediatric healthcare. But today I want to talk about something that's a little bit more personal. I want to talk about dreams. Because right now in my own life, I'm standing in a moment where something I've been building for a very long time is about to come to fruition. And it has made me reflect on something that I think a lot of people misunderstand about success. People love the idea of dreams. You hear it everywhere. I have a dream. One day I want to do this. One day I want to build that. But the truth is, dreams don't unlock themselves. Dreams require work. Dreams require discipline. And dreams require sacrifice. And most of all, dreams require the courage to keep going even when things don't work the first time, or the second time, or the 10th time. When people see something successful, a business, a book, a podcast, an athlete on the world stage, they often only see the final moment. They see the highlight. They see the victory. They see the medal. But they don't see the years that came before it. And one of the best examples of this is the Olympics. Every few years, the world gathers to watch these extraordinary athletes compete. We watch them skate, run, swim, jump, and perform at levels that seem almost superhuman. And when someone wins gold, we celebrate them. But what we often forget is that what we're watching on that stage is the result of years and years and years of work, years of training, years of failure, years of injuries, years of financial sacrifice, and years of missing birthdays, holidays, and time with family, and years of waking up early and going to bed exhausted. All for the chance, not the guarantee, but the chance to compete at the highest level on the world stage. And sometimes even the greatest athletes in the world fall short of the moment that they were hoping for. But that doesn't mean they failed. Failure isn't standing on the Olympic stage and finishing second or third. Because if you are competing at that level, you have already beaten millions of people who once had the very same dream. Success isn't only the gold medal. Success is the silver medalist. Success is the bronze medalist. Success is the athlete who finished 8th, or success is the athlete who finished 20th, because they still made it to a place that most people will never reach in their lifetime. And the same thing is so true in life. So many people measure success only by whether someone reached the absolute pinnacle. But real success is much deeper than that. Success is the courage to pursue the dream in the first place. Success is putting in the work when no one else sees it. And success is continuing forward when something doesn't work. Success is learning, adapting, growing, and building something step by step. Right now in my own life, I'm experiencing that journey in a very real way. Over the past many months, I've been building something from the ground up. Learning how to start a company, creating a brand, developing a podcast, designing products, learning publishing, figuring out all the things that I had absolutely no idea how to do when I first started. And I'm doing all of this while continuing to work full time in critical care as a pediatric nurse practitioner. So, a lot of this building happens in the early mornings, late nights, and in the small spaces of time in between the responsibilities of everyday life. And during this same season, I've also been on my own personal health journey, training, running races, and working to become stronger physically as well. Because discipline in one area of your life often fuels discipline in another. And I will tell you, building something from nothing is not easy. It is messy, it is frustrating, and there are moments when things just don't work. There are moments when you question yourself, but there's also moments where you realize something incredible. You realize that you are actually building something real. The other day, I found myself crying, not because something went wrong, but because I realized that something I had dreamed about and worked toward for so many years was finally starting to take shape. And in that moment, I stopped and prayed. I thank God for walking with me every single step of the way, for giving me the courage to start, and for giving me the strength to keep going. Because none of this happens overnight. Dreams don't unlock themselves. They require action, they require faith, and they require persistence. And the willingness to take a step forward, even when the outcome isn't guaranteed. And I can tell you this, I've been quietly building something behind the scenes, multiple projects. And very soon, one of the first pieces of Pediatric Flow media will finally be released into the world. And it's only the beginning. But every journey starts with that first step. So if you are listening today and you have a dream inside of you, something you've been thinking about, something you've been hoping to build, something you've been afraid to start, I want to encourage you. Don't just protect the dream. Build it. Work for it. Take the first step and then take that next one. Because dreams, they don't unlock themselves. You do. And remember, the world needs your compassion, your courage, and your light. And as always, until next time, keep shining.